Hello there, welcome to part 2 of Waynecast number 70. I'm a little bit daft, it's not 70, am I? It's 71 or something. Pretty sure it is though. But yeah, why do I find releases so stressful? I suppose you've got to have released more than one DVD in your life to know what I'm talking about, and the more you release, the worse this gets. now, it depends on which way you look at it. If you include the DVD that's with Essential ZBrush, the book, I've now put 6 out. Interestingly enough, 3 Mudbox, 3 ZBrush. If you only count the ones that are what I call the over the counter ones, then it's 5. And I'm then 3 Mudbox, 2 ZBrush. Right? I bet that's out of frame. Yeah. So I've got plenty of history at releasing stuff. Now, the one thing I noticed when I first started doing the DVDs, way back, were Mudbox Practical Guide for version 1 of Mudbox, which still stands up well, was people that you'd known for years in 3D, people you got on with and maybe have a chat on MSN or stuff like that, you know, suddenly had really bad attitude problems. There was a whole lot of jealousy happened, which is not surprising, right? To be expected, but did come as a bit of a surprise to me. People I've known for a while. Then you suddenly realise that there's probably more people interested then in you failing than there is in you succeeding. Because lots of people will be nice to your face, but will go behind your back. Because there's lots of forums online, and there's a lot of people out in piracy, a lot of big names. I think there's not one artist that hasn't at some point pirated something. You know, it's just the way it works, right? I'm not condoning it, far from it. But I'm trying to think where the hell I was at there now. But yeah, so they can go around and put the nasty word in, and you know, try to get. You know, I've had it for years because I'm a square peg in the round hole. Never have fit in. Don't really want to anymore. And when you go online, you'll announce it, and it is, for as much that it's enjoyable to actually physically put it out online, it's also a moment of trepidation because you know that there is a 60% risk that it's going to turn into open warfare. And I'm just talking like your normal everyday guys in 3D. Some of them don't like you. You know, might not like my attitude. Might not like the fact that I haven't had a sense of humour bypass. That I take it all lightheartedly. And remember, 3D is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. It's not supposed to be World War III. It's not Iraq. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to shoot you. And some of them, I think, maybe the younger guys don't, you know, treat it way too seriously. But that's generalised. I'll try not to generalise, but you know what I mean. Sometimes they don't like the style of your art, they don't like what you do, or you know, there's a million and one reason. And sometimes it's just people who are bloody minded and just they'll attack anybody that's not them. And there's a small minority, but this 1 to 2% are the most vocal, right? And they're the troublemakers. And suddenly it can turn a really good day into a really fucking bad one. In fact, when I released my very first DVD, and I was over the moon, because to me it was a big milestone as an artist. Your first DVD, you hold it in your hand, yeah, you're over the moon. And a guy that I'd known a long time suddenly told me, "You new arsehole, because quote unquote, why wasn't it me?" And that's what he said it was. And I've never spoken to him since. You know, I try to calm him down and say, look, you know, it's not the end of the world. You don't know you might have an offer tomorrow, but don't sit on your arse waiting for things to happen. You've got to be proactive, not reactive. Um, it's like you wouldn't sit on your arse waiting for a job to arrive, would you? No, you go looking for one. It's the same thing. But yes, I've also it looks like I'm going to be meeting up with Mark Springer, who's one of the 3 amigos that runs AboveTopSecret.com, which is one of the biggest sites on the net outside of 3D. Now, I've helped a few times bust sort of these fake sort of UFO footage and things for them, you know, as a bit of a favour, and he's actually coming over from the States in summer, and wants a little bit of a word about something on the business side. Because you know, I am branching out outside of 3D business-wise. You know, there's not everything is going to be 3D. I'm not stupid enough to put all my eggs in one basket. Put it that way. Far from it. I'm actually planning a number of things. But at the moment, you see, again, yeah, I'm skinned. So how do you do that? Well, that's telling, isn't it? You know, but we'll see what happens. I've been doing a lot of models, just not sharing any at the moment. I'm keeping them. There's all sorts going on behind the scenes. Now I've done that release, I do what I normally do. This is Glenn Sutton that's told me to do this a long time ago, and I didn't listen for 3 DVDs, right? And you know, and they drove us around the bend each release. And that is, once you've got the disc out there and you've answered people's initial questions, you basically have a holiday. You go away and you just, that's it for 2 weeks. Alright, you just don't show your face, you just keep your head down. Which is exactly what I do. You know, me being me, I still pop up every now and again, you know what I mean? But it gives you time to spend some time doing stuff for you. You know, in my case, I've got this stuff for end user to do. But after that, that means I've got an entire week for me to further my learning. Because it's no good to learn other people if you don't learn yourself. You've got to put input in to get it out. Nobody knows everything. And anybody watching this who thinks they know everything, I promise you don't. Albert Einstein never claimed to know everything. You know what I mean? Neither did Nikola Tesla, probably the greatest brain of the 20th century. But there you go. Hell of a time. Oh, 3 or 4 minutes yet. So yeah, so going by the DVD, especially, see, this relies on people actually saying, well, you know, that helped me a lot, so I'll go and buy a hard copy as a thank you. But I actually don't expect people to do this, and if they don't, this gives me a lot of ammunition, because it means then that the 3D world has finally turned from being nice to being, you know, only interested in number 1. We'll see. But either way, this is not the only DVD release. This is the warm-up. Wave 2 and 3 coming. I might actually redo completely Wave 2, so it's something completely new that you've never seen before. I am actually thinking of dumping 8 hours of footage. Yeah. It's an interesting thought, that, isn't it? But you see, I work that fast, I can do it. I can dump 8 hours. I dumped 6 hours the other night. So there you go. Right, it's my birthday on Saturday, the 23rd of May. So gifts of sort of Wacom tablets and Cintiqs and, you know, all kindly sort of kept, but actually a Snickers bar. I like Snickers bars, right? Snickers bars. Oh yeah, I'm only joking. See you all next time. Bye bye. Oh, I'll be doing some special ones from the end user event in Holland and Amsterdam. I'll be doing quite a few over that weekend. Special ones. Right? See you then. Bye bye.